Hello and welcome to the Google Local Citation Finder introduction. In this video I'm going to take you through the introduction of how the software works, what you can do with it, what its powerful features are, and how you're going to use it for your Google Places marketing for your business as well as for your clients. For those of you who have been doing Google Places marketing for a while, you will know that citations are the life of the Google Places place pages, and they're absolutely important in order to get ranked on Google first page, especially for competitive keywords. And the more you have of those citations, the better. The recent things that I've noticed about Google Places listings is that Google is actually listing different citation sites for different niches or business categories. So if you have a business category such as a restaurant, the citation sites that come up for a restaurant are usually very different to what will come up for a lawyer, for instance. And that basically varies from country to country and city to city as well. And depending on how many local citation sites are available in Google's eyes, or down to even the city, town or suburb level in some instances. This not only varies by city, but obviously will vary by country as well. So Google likes local citation sites of a local country that the business belongs to. For example, for some of the articles that I've read online, Yelp has been given a lot of importance, but what you have to understand is that Yelp, for instance, is only effective in the US. I'm not sure if it's effective in the UK or not, but sites like Yelp and others that are being preached online are actually only relevant for the particular country that the article is written for. Not all of the information in the articles is not relevant, but in the case of citations, all the citations that Google tends to pick up are highly localized websites. Basically the software, what it does is it goes through and it does all the tedious work for you, goes out and pulls out each of the citation sites. I'll show you more of that in the software demo. When you're doing Google citations, you want to stick to a certain niche that you're able to pull out citations for that niche. If you mix up restaurants or Italian restaurants with lawyers, you're going to cloud the results because the software tells you the popularity count based on the keywords that you provided. So you don't want to mix up the two niche categories because of the reasons I've explained earlier, that Google actually takes citation sites on the basis of the business type that is being searched for.
Alright, so let me get straight into the software and show you how it works. I've got a set of keywords which I'm going to paste here, and remember we said that they need to be related to each other. So all these keywords at the moment relate to the restaurant area. We've got to make it location specific, so I'm going to add a prefix of Sydney to it because I'm doing the search for Australia. You could do it for any country or city really, and I'll just add it to the selected keywords list. Then I'm going to obviously select the country. If it's not Australia, then I've got to select from one of the countries that are available here. Following that, there's a few settings that you can make. The way the software works is that it basically enters those keywords one by one into the Google search engine, pulls out the number of businesses you've specified over here from Google Places, and then pulls out the citation site for each of those businesses. So generally, first 5 businesses is usually enough. You could go with 10 or more, but it's a good enough representation between 5 and 10 businesses. For each of those businesses, by selecting the number of pages, you're specifying how many Google pages you want to search. 1 to 5, not more than that, generally is a good enough representation again, so I'll select 2 in this case. SE courtesy delay, that is a major improvement from what the previous version was. We've actually included captcha handling as well as a much improved algorithm to prevent Google IP banning and randomization. So far more improved search engine courtesy, and it'll prevent the temporary IP bans in a much more efficient way. Having said that, that's not foolproof, so you've got to stick within the recommendations of maximum 5 keywords per search, and also it's never a bad thing to increase that if you're tweaking any of those number of pages or the number of businesses or the number of keywords. So it's generally a good thing to always increase that in proportion to your changes. There's another section here in which you can include the business address and the business contact number. When you check that, what that actually means is for each of the businesses that get explored for each of those keywords, in extracting the citation sites, the address and the contact number of the business is included, which can result in much lesser number of citation sites because the business name only is more likely to get you a higher number of citation sites. But in my experience, I've actually found different citation sites to what I'd normally get by selecting business name only. Business name has to be selected because that's the key for the citation sites, but you could select those if you're doing a far deeper search. We'll leave them unchecked for now and go for get citations, and I'll pause the video and get back to you when it's done. Alright, so as you can see, the results have arrived. It took about 5 minutes, and that's primarily because of the SE courtesy settings. You could probably go and grab a coffee and come back and the results will be done for you. You'll notice that the most popular one in this case is yourrestaurants.com.au with service lamps obviously recommended, and urbanspoon.com, and so on. So the count, what it actually means is that how popular that citation site is in the businesses that have been explored for these keywords. The software automatically removes duplicates, so the count is actually a very accurate estimation of how popular the site is actually in Google's eyes. And you'll notice throughout this list of how localized these results actually are. They're all local.com.au sites, and where they are not .com.au sites, you'll still see that they're actually so relevant to Australia. AUBiz, it's clearly an Australian site. What you can then do is double click on each of these and open them straight in your browser. You can go straight over there and start listing your business by clicking add your business, or whichever the options the sites have got. You can also click on the detailed view. What that does is actually shows you all the URLs that the software actually went on extracting. So it's not only up to the domain level, but everything beyond that domain level as well that were found for those keywords and within those businesses. You could sort each of those by keyword specific, so if you're looking for only that Sydney restaurant keyword, these are the counts for those for only that keyword and not the other ones, and so on. What you got to remember is that these keywords need not necessarily be your target keywords. They are just there to inform the software of what you are thinking to get citation sites for. Your target keywords may be the same, they may be different. The intention of this software is not to emphasize on your target keywords, but to emphasize on the citation sites where you can actually go and target putting your business onto. So once you've done all of that, you could export all the results to CSV or copy them all to clipboard. There's also a way to copy the detailed view. All you do is just press Ctrl A and then Ctrl C, and they're copied to the clipboard, and then you can paste them in Excel or wherever else you want. So when you export these results into Excel or CSV, you could obviously give it to a freelancer and get the citations created for you based on the criteria for citations that you've set up. As you can see, this is Windows software. There's no monthly payments. It's just a small one-off payment to be made to receive this software, and you can use it for unlimited number of keywords, unlimited number of results, unlimited number of searches. It's up to you how you control it. You can do it for 41 countries. So that's how the software works. Go ahead and click on the Buy Now button and it'll be with you in no time. Thank you.